guys, welcome. This is our first Fortress Friday, essentially of 2025. I sort of have had another Fortress Friday. I realised that I had set up on my YouTube channel at the start of last year, I think it was, and I just didn't actually follow through. But I do plan on following through here as much as I possibly can. May have to shift the day around a little bit at different times. I've also started to actually upload and put information on my X or Twitter Twitter. Thing. So if you follow me there, I will try to remember to actually, maybe with all streams, I should actually do a quick Twitter post, and actually use that a bit more often, or X post. Anyway, we'll continue on. It's the only socials that I have. Hi, Mr. Worth, how you going? Now, what are we going to do here? What are we going to do? It's sort of funny. I'm actually recording another tutorial, a quick tutorial. Not even a quick tutorial. A big tutorial for YouTube at the moment, and God, it's been fun. And mine that out properly, if you're wanting me to. But I just feel that we just didn't start off with enough aggression. So let's make something super. Main menu, create new world. This often will happen. Detailed mode, Das Evil Island, 300. Enter. Let's create world. So Rogue's saying my dwarf name Hindle, a favourite character. No, it has to be your name, so I know how to ban. So I have to use the actual name of you guys, so that I can actually I can use something like Rogue, but I can't just have a completely different name. Sorry, I know that I used to do that, but now that we're banning people, it has to be the name. And you have to use the redemption. There is actually a redemption aspect. So just use the actual redemption thing in Twitch, and it will then come up in my list, which then allows me to sort of then have everything controlled. So it's just 2,000 points essentially, which I think you get. I'm not sure how quickly the points accrue, but I was told that it was fairly fast to get those. Now we've got volcanoes here. Again, I'm not seeing towers yet. Up here at 161. I'll let it go a little bit longer this time. There's a tower down there. Not a lot of evil around it. Yeah, so use the redemption. There we go. So Began's redeemed one. Began the 12th. The first 7 in will be our start dwarves. Looking at Bronze Colossus. So we've got that one tower, which... Where did it go? I've now lost sight of it. Oh, there it is there. There's not a lot of evil around it. That's the... yeah, it'd be good to get a bit more evil. So Grey Death is saying hi back. So, and Streamplague is saying hey Daz as well. Feel free to enlist me to the military if needed. What I'll do is I'm just going to get a random connection. Like, it's funny, the game that I'm recording for YouTube at the moment, the woodcutter ended up being the absolute central hero of the whole run at this stage. Like, unbelievable the stuff that's happened to her in that particular run. So I don't think it'll matter too much about the military or not. The military will be able to protect themselves, but it's just fun. It's just such a fun game. And it's a bit of luck of the draw as to what's going to happen to different people. There's another tower over there. I'll let it continue on up until 300. The rock routed a different place. Yeah, I'm just having a look. Sometimes you see zombie dragons and stuff like that. The human necromancer, okay, became the master of the jackal of yawning. Jungle titan. So there's a few big beasts around the place. The rock in there again routed something or other. I'm just going to turn on my my air conditioner as well. All right. Now I will just go straight to play now, and then we'll just look for a place. So Camelot saying, hello, we'll try to learn the game now, now that you are starting. Yes, it's we're going to be playing extreme difficulty, just so that you're aware. So, yeah, just be aware that's going to be the way we're going to do in. Yep, so new dwarfs, yes. Yeah, we'll start again. I mean, it was interesting where we were in terms of just a normal fortress, but we need death and destruction. We need DasDemption bannings. Plenty. It's got to be hard. Play fortress mode. Okay, actually I forgot to turn those off. I'm going to skip the tutorial. I can change it in here actually. If I go to the control panel and we go to gameplay, is it gameplay? Automation, preferences, it's one of these, I forget which one it is. Yeah, I've got most of those. The auto starts I've got there. Automation enabled. Auto chop. Yeah, I've got certain of these have been turned off. It's funny, I thought there was a different one in there. I might have to come back and look at that one just to turn the tutorials off. Okay, let's find some towers. Let's start in the cold and then work our way down. I'm looking for sort of fat crosses with a tower in the middle of it. Nothing in there. Nothing across there. Actually, what's the civilizations? We've got two civilizations. That one's only got a population of 26, and this one has got a population of 1,800. So pretty small. They've been decimated, absolutely decimated, the dwarves on this world. Got to make sure that we use the Urn of Locks if we do that one. Let's just go back up again. The towers. So we've got a few names now coming in. There's one tower there. Now that is a Dwarven tower. That won't actually, it won't be mentioned, it won't sort of say that it's going to trigger, but it still should trigger. Like if we go and choose a location, for example, here, which is near the tower, if I go to embark and click, it doesn't say anything about, oh yes it does. Actually there we go. So it's, forget that. So we'll, so that tower is active, but there's no evilness around it. We've got a haunted dune with no trees. That would be hard. We do actually have a terrifying wilderness over through here. There's haunted in there. That should also be close enough as well. The dune has got some of the dune is terrifying. Some is haunted. There is some trees in it, but not very much. There's only iron, gold, and tin on this one. Little soil, light aquifer, fluxstone layer, that would be, and we've got goblins half a day travels to the south. That's actually fairly cool. There is a bit of sinisterness down through here as well, in amongst the goblins, but nothing much else around that one. So that's one possibility. I'm sort of thinking I wouldn't mind generating a bit more than that sort of start, but we could still do that start. I mean, as I say, not much in the way of minerals at all. There's a big tower down in here, in amongst the humans. So this is a tower that's gone a long way. This is actually a human tower. So we've got this one here, but then is there evilness? No, everything else is quite gentle around it. There's a little bit of evil up through there, but nothing much else. Everything else is then too far away. There is this little terrifying forest, but I don't think it's going to work for us because it's terrifying, and that's going to be too difficult for us. As in, we're going to, we may be able to do things, but we won't go outside and fight. And I do want to make sure that I go outside and fight. Thanks for the bits there, Rogue. Did you manage to get your point, Rogue? I didn't get that you've wanted a character. I said I saw that you wanted a character, but it wasn't in there. Look, if you're not there, I'll just go and give you one anyway. Because you did actually ask for one, so I'll pop you in. And I'm not sure if you know how to do the redemptions, so that may be the problem there. We want raiding parties, so there we go. So click it saying redeemed a point. So there you go. You have my axe. There we go. So we're getting more and more. But I will put Rogue in as well. Like I'll put Rogue at the start. He was wanting one, and Rogue's certainly been a regular. I don't think we've got. Don't think this is good enough. The only real viable location that we have that's near a Necromancer Tower. Oh, there's a tower down here as well. This is an Elven tower, Elven Necromancers. Now we do actually have a little bit of evilness into here. This is going to be hot. We've got hot trees in through this other location. This is the Leaky Hill through this other side. We've got iron, gold, silver, copper, nickel, lead, light aquifer, very deep soil, shadow clay. So it's a good spot. Elves, humans, goblins is good as well. Let's test this and see if this will actually work for us. So what we have to do first of all is test to see if it's an animating biome. So this will be hot. This will be a hot, temperate, like warm woodland. So it's never going to be having snow or anything like that. But let's give this one a go. This one is fairly evil in around here. Now the reason I don't go next to the tower itself is because the evilness comes from the tower. And that is, well, unless it starts in an evil biome, it's not going to be reanimating. It won't reanimate anything. So and there's a 50-50 chance we'll get reanimation in through here in the Leaky Hill. So let's just go across into the haunted areas. I'll just go and choose. This is all haunted all the way through here. So again, there's no heavy aquifers anywhere. So we'll just go into this temperate woodland, I think. Or unless you want me to do the now this is all the Elven Forest retreats and things like this with the tower here. So the tower is right there. I can do the dune though if you're wanting to do the dune start. So let me know in the chat which way you want to go. Now we've got like a small stream there, which then becomes more of a river. This one's got a small stream all the way through here. I think I'll choose the river from in here. So let's go for that and see. But a vote maybe? Yeah. Okay. Well, this is well. Let's just see if this works first. Because see how it's got the Leaky Hill. If the Leaky Hill is a biome, even though there may be terrifying aspects to it, this is just wilderness. This is haunted. So this haunted hill hills is the if it reanimates here, it'll reanimate everywhere. Let's just do a quick embark. And it didn't say about the tower. I'll just confirm it anyway. Just going to play now. Now these are dead trees. That's good. We don't have anything on the map that is coming in to warn us of anything. So we're just going to go. The first thing we do is just go and chop down a tree, and the next thing we do is wait for that to happen. Oh, 2 hostiles. What have we got? Yes, it is reanimating. So we've got a reanimating biome here. So we can see there because of the corpses. The next one that we've got is another one up through there. So the hill, that hill is reanimating. So that's actually fairly cool. Let's now just go back out, quit without saving. And quit. Start a new game in an existing world. And so this does create, like this particular settings I've got, creates very, very evil realms. Extreme evilness. And we'll have a look at the dune as well. So that one there, we're going to have trees that we can make use of. We'll go to Fortress mode again. Let it run through the 2 weeks. Skip tutorial, click on OK. Now DFhack updated actually recently. I'll just see if there's any others. Are we missing any towers up through here? can really only see the 3. And I don't mind rebuilding the world until we get exactly what we want. So we're down the bottom there. This tower here, if we go into this is terrifying, but it's haunted over here. And so this is the failed dune. So let's go into the failed dune. There is actually water that's running through the dune. So this is wilderness in here, but this is the sand dune itself is in through this other side. Now, if we choose, we've got no aquifers. There's a light aquifer in this side. The terrifying doesn't have it. That's interesting. We've got haunted there, where we do actually still get a little bit of just on the periphery of the other one. If we go to embark, just have a bit of a look where the cursor is. It changes to terrifying from there to there. And it's terrifying on this side, but then it's haunted here. So if I look at terrifying there, anything that I can set this up to have like one edge of the map in terrifying, or even I think even if I do that, this has got like a lot of stuff. If I go into this thing here, there's scarce trees, which means there are some trees. Yep. So Necromancer Tower, unpleasant environs. There's no light aquifer, which is actually technically a problem. So that would actually be a problem for us. Confirm. Now, if I go in with just a play now, it's not going to work. I'll go in with basic military at this stage. Don't worry about this one. It's going to be okay. Just press escape and embark. I just want to see if it's animating. I'm ready. Now, there is some cacti, but it's not dead. So there is a little bit in through here, and these aren't dead. So if they're not dead trees, it's not going to be animating. If I just unpause for as an example, don't have any hostiles. Yes, we've got 7 hostiles. Oh, actually, this has come through as undead. Great Horned Owl Corpse. What else have we got? But these aren't. So these are living. We've got one. That doesn't make sense. Oh no, these are corpses. Okay, so this is animating as well. So we do actually have this cold dune that we can actually, and this could be quite difficult. These are just camels, which means that they're going to be 3 times as powerful as a normal camel. When these are around, we're not going to be able to survive. So what I think we'll do is I'll give you the option. We will play on one of these because they both are animating biomes, even though it's sort of funny. Both of them came in from that side. I wonder. There's no other animals. I'll just double check and see if there's anything alive. No, they're all dead. Yeah, maybe it is just that because it's not actually trees, but normally we're going to see things like snow-covered silver barbs. These aren't dead. This is very unusual to have living plants with but with an animating biome. I guess you can't really. There's Glumprong there, but again, it's not dead. Wow, high wood trunk. How big does that go? Massive. Wow, that is monstrous. It goes way up. So so you've got some. That's a really interesting location. Okay, well look, let's vote on that. Okay, so we'll just see how we go. So hi Reinhardt saying happy weekend. Yeah, happy weekend to you as well. So just let me set up the vote. So we'll go. So this is actually sand dunes. This is snow-covered sand dunes at this stage, but it does have a little bit of trees, which I'm sort of surprised at. Hang on, I'll just quickly go across and through here. So the poles. New poll. Start. Dunes or hills. So that's a two. So the hills will be warm, very warm, and the dunes will be this cold sand dunes essentially. So start the poll, but with this one has an aquifer, this one doesn't. There we go. I'll view the results. So been looking for a challenge. Let's go now. Yep. So here we go. So we've got 1 vote each, 2 votes each. Now there are trees here, so we do actually get wood. It's even. It's even all the way through at this stage. June's slightly ahead. Nope. Oh yes, June's 2 ahead now. Boland's saying the dunes don't have a nice river running through it. I can do that. I can put us in a river with the dunes. Let me know in the chat if we do get dunes, if that's where you want to be. What's the one without the aquifer? The dunes, we can go to an aquifer, or we can avoid the aquifer. Okay, it looks like dunes is going to win. I'll do another poll, and so we'll play dunes, and what we'll do is I'll just do a second poll, new poll. So and I'll do a water, dunes plus water, dunes plus water, as in aquifer or a creek, or not. So we know that we can do one without, so I'll go yes or no. Now if we go yes, let's just go through what's going to happen through here. If we vote for water, we don't get all the other metals, we only get iron and gold, I think, and tin, I think. If we go with the, if we don't have the other one, on where we were, I did notice that there was iron, there was a lot more minerals. So that's the 2 different variances. The water is an easier start for us to a degree, and but anyway, I'll let you guys vote. Start the poll, and we'll view the results. So either one. So it's a light aquifer, yes. I don't want to be sort of going down into a complex aquifer. So if we don't have any water, this is a difficult start for us. It makes it more difficult for us. With the light aquifer or with the water, we can do a lot. But we end up with less minerals. So in the long term, we can still build iron, which is all we really need, but we can do a bit more. And wow, it's only 1 vote difference. Somebody will vote just to even it out, in which case we roll a dice. No, there we go. 2 extra for no water. And there we go. There we are. So it's going to be a no water start, right? And that makes it a bit more difficult for what we're going to be doing. So we're going to get out of here. So quit without savings, and now we'll set up properly. So now we will prepare. Now that we know where we're going. So Lazy Man's saying, quite the evil starting biome you need to go for it. Yes, I really love the evil starts. Quick cavern. Yes, we're going to have to go straight down to the caverns, basically. So we're going to have not a real lot of choice with what we do. And also with sand, it can collapse. So we have to be a little bit careful with that as well. So we're going to end up, for example, with stairs that may completely erode if they're built through sand. So we're going to have to prepare fairly well for this one. So let's go and start a new game. So June starts can be really, really interesting. We'll also then have access to glass as well. So so the Eternal Realms, yep, so we'll go into that one through there. And so with this particular one, what was I going to say? Yeah, so glass windows, things like that. So we can theme things a little bit differently as well, ultimately. So Fortress mode, 2 weeks in. And I think I can turn that off a bit differently. Actually, what I might do is, sorry, I'm just going to go and return to the title menu. I'm just going to go into my DF hack because I'm sure that the control panel, hide tutorials, there we go. I just want to make sure that that's actually done. Auto start, hide tutorials global. Yep, I'll just do that as well. So I don't need all these new tutorial pop-ups. I just want to get rid of those before we get started. By the way, if you're new to the game, and you have Dwarf Fortress, make sure you download the free DF hack as well and have that running whenever you play Dwarf Fortress. It makes your life so much easier. So we've got Can we make a glass tower? Yeah, we could actually. We could do that. We could do that. We could definitely do that. So that could be something that we try to achieve. Why not? If I do have access to sand and magma, then I can make everything possible from glass. Yeah, pretty much. Springflakes. I didn't like Dwarf Fortress at the beginning, but Dad's kind of warming me up to it. It's incredible. It's an incredible game. I can't wait to start releasing this video series that I've actually been recording for YouTube, because there's just so much that happened in that. It's just so much fun. It's I was almost wishing that was a DasDemption game, because it's just been chaotic. It's been complete carnage the whole time. It's been great. I've so enjoyed it. I should be uploading that over the next couple of days, or starting to. Anyway, continue active game. So sorry, we're going to start a new game in an existing world. There we are. So now we won't get the tutorial pop-ups, which again, if you're new to the game, then by all means have a look at those. But you know, I don't want them. I don't want them not because of my expertise. It's just that they do get in the way a little bit. Adventure mode comes in a few weeks' time, so that'll be cool. We will check that out as well on one of these Fortress Fridays. All right, so we don't have that initial one. Choose our now we don't want to just have 26 dwarves as our actual. Now if we have a look and see where they actually are, where are these group? That's it there. That's it there. If we just go and right click on that one and have a bit of a look, that's a Dwarven Hamlet with 26 people living in it. That's all that there was, just that one little hamlet right there, which is actually close to where we're setting up, to be honest. But that's going to make life a bit more difficult. So we've got a tomb in through there. We've got a just a normal human hamlet. So somehow they took over a human hamlet. Yeah, so it's on the Ochre Enjoys stream. If we now go to the other thing we could have looked at is the Unretires. There's a lot of ruins here. A lot of ruins. But they're not going to be. It's going to be hard to find an evil one. I mean, that's also of interest, but that's not evil. That's not evil. Not evil. Not evil. Nope. This would be the Dwarven civilization from here. This is the remnants of this civilization which collapsed. So this is essentially the failed civilization. So then there'll be a history of all the different things that were destroyed. So there'll be some sort of titan or dragon or something that's just gone through the whole civilization and destroyed it. But somehow they've ended up in this human hamlet and have now taken over this human hamlet. And so that's sort of where things actually are. So it's so cool, all this stuff. But none of these are evil starts, so we don't want to do that one. So no reclamation. We do want to make sure that we can go to the Urn of Locks, which is actually set down in here. Still only small at 1800, only 4 sites. So they've also been largely destroyed. So the dwarves are really under threat on this particular world. So this world that we generated has got like a lot of problems. So we've only got the 2 groups of dwarves. And the queen is DasTactic. DasTactic Lance Colours is the queen of the Urn of Locks. Right, so we'll leave that one through there. Began saying, I couldn't vote because I was driving through a snowstorm, but I want very evil, terrifying location if possible. Not terrifying for the simple reason we then have to hide every single time. And I want to go out and be a bit more aggressive in the actual, on the surface. So rather than, if we go into a terrifying location, everything becomes giant. So those camels that we saw, which are already extremely hard for us to deal with, become giant camels. And then giant camels are just, we can't deal with them. Like, we just cannot deal with them. So so going to terrifying is really not going to be the option. So we're over here where it changed. There is a bit of haunted up through here as well. So you can see it's got like sand, little soil. We've got iron, gold, silver, copper, nickel, tin. So we've got a lot of stuff. Goblins, we've got goblins and humans over this side. But then we do actually have a light aquifer back over there. Then it goes to terrifying. We could just go up into here, which satisfies what we need. It's still in the failed dune. just, yeah, you can see there, it changes when we go, if we set up there, we end up in haunted, but if we go across to there, it's haunted with terrifying, but we do end up with an aquifer there, which I don't really want, whereas if up into here, it's all just haunted. So the haunted means that it's not going to have the giant creatures, but it still will be animating because it's the failed dune. So I think we go up here. So we've got sand, little soil, so there is a bit of soil, iron, gold, silver, copper, nickel, tin with a fluxstone layer. Humans are 3 days travel to the southwest, and the goblins are half a day's travel to the southwest as well, and they're hostile. Now, hostile doesn't mean we're at war with them yet, but things will develop. Okay, so now we can see its trees are scarce. So Girth is saying, "Am I mistaken, or did you not start an evil playthrough recently already?" I did, but I didn't set the difficulty up high enough. and so we got to start. We got safe, and then we ramped it up. I want to start this one difficult, really difficult. So we're going to start here, I think. So as I go towards the water, even this one here with the creek is actually still that's interesting. Actually, that's there's no aquifer on that creek, but then there's usually aquifers in around. There we go. This one through here has got an aquifer that's running underneath it. So anyway, let's just go into here where there's no aquifer and it is haunted. If you want a difficult start, then you need terrifying instead of haunted, says Silas. No, well, but the reason I've said this before, but the reason that I don't want to go terrifying is that we don't want giant creatures, because all we then do is run and hide. We don't get to fight. I want to be fighting. So so by just going into a normal haunted or sinister, we end up with the undead. And we've got a tower, so if we go and click on this one through here, evil area, unpleasant environs, Necromancer Tower will be invaded very early by powerful forces. Confirm. Done. So that's where we are. Now, what I made a mistake with last time was the enemies and the economy. I'm going to now go to custom settings, and I'm just going to change a few things in through here. So we've got these different triggers, and what I did was I'm just going to load my saved settings, and we'll just see some of these will chop and change a bit. So I've reduced the population triggers, just so we end up with getting, like, very, very quickly we should end up with attacks. I don't want to go less than 10, I don't think. So when we get to 10 population, that will be like a low-level attack. 25 will be the next level, and up and up and up from there. We also have the production triggers as well, like 2,500. I may reduce these down to, say, 1,500. So this is actually the value of the fortress. Make this, say, 7,000. It's 50,000. We'll make it, say, 30,000. And say 60,000. And this one here at 100,000. So we're making it so that we're getting much lower trade triggers. Make it 150. Make it 800. 3,000. So this is actually, the more that we trade, the more that we are going to be becoming a target, essentially, is what we're doing here. We're just painting a target on our backs. 6,000 and 12,000 will do. This is the value of the trades. Mega Beast attack period. I'm not sure what that actually is. I don't think it tells us in here. So I'm not sure what that is. Forgotten Beast sensitivity, less equals sooner. I'll keep that where that is. No, we won't. Make it 5,000. All right, so we end up with Mega Beast coming a bit earlier. The Forgotten Beast irritation minimum, less equals sooner. We'll make it, say, 1,500. So this is going to really, really ramp up the difficulty. I'll keep that 30. I think we'll just do it this way. Werebeasts and so on and so forth. There's no decay on them. They'll just come whenever. That's fine. We'll just leave everything else where that is. I love how detailed this is. I'll save those settings. There's now our new settings, so we'll just click on done. So this is going to make life... is there a risk of being too hard and we all die immediately? Absolutely. Absolutely. And in fact, I would welcome that, because we can then restart the fortress and we have to go in with a completely different strategy if that's the case, because we're then dealing with zombies. So now we need to, so we've got the custom, we've got the economy on hard. We need to prepare for the journey carefully. I could go to basic military, which is my basic setup that I've got, that I've built for that one through there. But I think we can just do it, prepare for the journey. So now with the names of the dwarves, I'm just going to go with whatever. I'm not going to worry too much about what's happening through here. When I go through the list, and I will put Rogue in as number one, just because he was the first one to ask, but I don't think he actually understood what to do with the redemptions. But so he will go as number one. I'm then going to sort by their names, and then we're just going to do it. So that way, I'll just start from the top without looking at what they are, and it'll be lucky draw whoever gets what. So if that makes any sort of sense. So we've got 10 skill sets in through here. If I go to items, I've got 544. I don't think these cost anything. If I make this miner into a skilled miner, for example, yeah, still got the same points left to buy things. So we want a proficient miner at the start. We can't do anything more than proficient miner, but we've still got 5 more skills left in through there. So I'll come back for that one through there. The next one down is going to be a woodcutter. Now we don't need much with the woodcutter, but I just want to get to competent, so we bring an axe in, just so that will then be an automatic bring in for the axe. Let's make it also a carpenter, so a competent carpenter, and maybe just an adequate carpenter, and that'll do for now. We'll come back for that one. The next one we're going to need is we need someone with masonry. I might actually make this one also a mason. The adequate mason. Still got three sets in through there. Then as we come back down, we've got the planter. I will actually put a couple of adequate planting. We're going to have to get something built up. A novice brewer. Anything else we need through this one through here? I don't think so. All right, that's crucial skills it's saying, but it's not really the way that one works. The planter will also become a cook. Still got a few there. I might just go back up to the other one and just make the brewer into a adequate brewer. So under labour through here, might just make it clothier as well. This will be somebody that we've still got 3 more skills from both of those. We'll come back for those. The next one we want to have is doctor. So if we go to other, I'm going to go to diagnostician, surgeon, bone doctor, suturer. That's our basic doctor skills. So so that will be important. These are all equally important. You tend to do more suturing than anything. Let's just make that there. So this will be our doctor. Might as well also make this the leader as well. So we'll just go with things, for example, like a good bit of a negotiator, bit of a persuader, bit of a record keeper. I'll just do all of that sort of stuff with this one here. Bit of an organizer. That's all the skills done for the doctor. So the doctor's done. That's Zulban. That'll be the last one that we end up naming. And then the last 3 are going to all be. Geez, it's a sausage fest. We've only got males coming in. It's an all male start. Okay, so we've got the in through here. We're going to go now to combat and just do now. In the previous run, I was actually happy enough to just not to use axes and swords and whatever else we wanted to use. But in the YouTube run, I've actually been using hammers and maces, and that's worked so well, and spears. Those 3 instead of the swords and axes has really made a massive difference. So I'm going to do exactly that. We're going to go mace dwarf, hammer dwarf, and spear dwarf. So we'll go into mace dwarf and through here. Just get them, say that they're competent. This case, shield user, adequate. Armor user, adequate. dodger, adequate. Dodging skills is probably one of the most important. And I was just thinking about getting swimming or something like that, but I think we can. What we can do is, is there anything else we want to do even more so here? Let's make it a skilled mace dwarf. So we'll go skilled, adequate, and then dodging. And so these are going to be really dedicated for military use. This one here, so that was the mace. We go the hammer dwarf, skilled, armor, armor and shield, and then dodging. There we go. So teacher, I won't worry about that so much just yet. We'll see what we end up getting, I think. I mean, teaching would be, oh boy, yeah, maybe. Which is not there. It's going to be other. Yeah, I think you're right. Who's the teacher? Just going to novice teacher with Nish. That will sort of make him the commander of the group. So back to combat again. So we've got the skills in through there. We've got the this is the skilled hammer dwarf, and I'll make this one a skilled spear dwarf. Spears can be useful for pushing things away. So I'll go to skilled, shield, armor, and dodger. There we are. So they're all done. We've still got a few skills left over through here. So these guys get the dodging skills up, so adequate dodger, and I might even just because it's likely to be aggressive, I'm going to go and do some basic fighting skills. Novice fighter, this woodworker. I'll just get basic dodging, even just novice dodging on both of those. So the only one that doesn't have any sort of combat skills is going to be Zulan the peasant. Sorry, the doctor. So we've got the doctor in through there. The farmer. Other things we want to have. The farmer's going to be fairly busy. The woodworker, I'm thinking I might just go back to crucial skills and make, I've got woodcrafter. I'm not going to be able to use wood. Stonecrafter, I think. We'll just go and add one of those. And maybe we go back to combat again and just go and get fighter. Just because it's going to have an axe. The farmer, got 2 more skills. I mean, to get another diagnostician, maybe I'll just grab one of those. Maybe we get something like leadership or something. Yeah, let's just grab that. And then back with our miner again. And again, the miner is likely to actually end up in trouble. Let's get competent dodger and an adequate fighter. So that way the miner will have the pick, so but won't have any armor. So that will then at least get our citizens now set up. Items. So let's go back into items in through here. I'll come back and look at what we end up having. We've got 2 copper battle axes. That's okay. 2 copper picks is also okay. So that's all right. We can deal with that. I won't get rid of those. What else do we need in through here? Let's have a look and see what we've got. We don't need quivers. Let's just ditch those. Buckets we need. We've got 3 splints and crutches. We will possibly need those, so I'll bring those in. The wheelbarrow, I will bring one of them in, but I won't bring the step ladder in. We're not going to be using the step ladder. I could actually even get rid of the wheelbarrow, but we're not going to have wood. So wood is going to be hard. We're going to have to bring some wood with us with what we're doing. I've only got 5 cloth. We may have to try to bring a bit more in with that one. And these we don't really need. All right, let's go into weapons. I'm just going to go to copper. So, oops, that's, yeah, so if we go to weapons. So we've got, we need to bring in 1 copper mace. This is the cheapest stuff. 1 copper spear and 1 copper warhammer. So that'll be the start of our what we have with the military. For body wear, we'll bring in copper mail shirts, 3 of those. Then we'll bring in the headwear, copper helms, 3 of those. The handwear, 6 of the copper gauntlets, 6. Footwear, we'll go with high boots. I think we'll bring in 6 of those. Just keep on coming down. We've got leg wear. We'll go with copper greaves, so they sort of work with the high boots. 1, 2, 3. That's what we need there. The I could even grab another set if I needed to, but we'll do that at the end if we have you know, stuff left over. 3 shields. That's all the armor and shields that we need. Now I don't know if we can bring soap. Soap is one of those things, but actually backpacks. We don't have any backpacks, so we'll bring the cheapest ones in, the raccoon leather. So we need 3 backpacks. Again, I'm thinking about just getting an extra one. I might. Oh no, we're already down to only 174 left. So I'll just bring in the 3. We also need to bring in flasks of water skins, and again, the cheapest one will be the raccoon leather water skins, or the cow leather. We'll bring cow leather water skins in. So we've got 3 of those as well. So we'll need this for our military. So our military has taken up the majority of our points really at this stage. Miscellaneous, that's just charcoal and coke, buckets, splints, crutches, eggs, tools. Just not sure where soap is. Let's have a look for soap. No. So we can't bring soap with us. That's interesting. Replace all the pigtail stuff with lower cost silk and wool, and you'll have a lot more points. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're worth 20 points each. So if we look at the bags, where are bags? Doesn't start at the top, does it? There we go. Bags made of plant. Yeah, pigtail, silk. Yeah, they're worth half of it. Okay, so we'll ditch those. We had 5 of those. I'll bring 5 of them in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the pigtail thread is 6 points, and this is 12 points. Oh, hang on, got that one. Now let's come back out. I'll need more than that, but we'll be down in the bottom of the fortress fairly early. What else did we have? We're going to need to bring a lot more drink with us. Now, pigtail cloth. The cloth, where's that? It's only 7 points. I'll get 10 of those. We are going to need those. I'm thinking for bandaging things up. And that's why I'm thinking we'll probably also need more of the thread, just for suturing. It's going to be fairly dangerous. We also need gypsum plaster for setting broken bones. It's under powders. Gypsum plaster, definitely need this. Just get a little bit extra of that. We'll get, say, 10. Because if we don't have gypsum, this will be something we'll have to always try to get. So let's just see how we go. So Lithius is saying, missed this embark spot selection, where are we heading? And Silas is saying, haunted sand dunes, no water, reanimating as well. Reanimating is the key factor there. But it is just haunted, it's not terrifying. Right, so we've got all of those. Then we have to really get ourselves more drink, I think. We've got wine, beer and rum. I feel like there's something else I should have gotten. I'll just go to 31. I'd just like to take that one. I'm not sure if it's 20 in each barrel or... but if we go one over, like the safe thing would be to take it to 40. We've still got 110 left. What else do we need? Now, I've got enough. No, don't have enough to deck someone out just yet. Backpacks, yeah, that's okay. There we are. What don't we have? We've got wine, ale we don't have. I'll just bring a lot of this because it's going to take a while for us to get established. Oops. Yeah, we'll just go and get... well, that's actually all the points used up. Now, we're not taking any animals at all. Actually, having said that, I am going to take some turkeys with me. Just so we can actually... because we can kill them easily enough if they become zombified. We can't kill anything big. Like, that's going to be a problem. So I think what we'll do is we'll end up with... I mean, it's even tempting to bring a cat. And the gobbler is 6 points. Okay, so we'll just take two hens and a gobbler. The items that we're going to have, what have we got that's worth 2 points? We'll just go and grab another one of these. There we are. We've done everything we needed to do. So that's the first step. Then we go to fortress name. So this is dip paint. We'll just randomise until we start to get things that we want. Tin Martyr. I like it. That'll do. Done. Group name. The weak paints. The Floor of Words. Floor of Words. Let's randomise the something. The Bones of Words. I like that. That'll do. I'm easy to please today. Now what we do is we might save this profile. Oh, we forgot to bring wood. We forgot to bring wood. So we do need to go back and grab... what don't we need? We probably don't need as much of this. Wood. Where are you? I like to bring the black wood just because it's difficult to emulate it, and it's all costs the same anyway. So we'll just go this way. So 5 nether cap logs. I would like one more actually, so I'll just go back down and grab. Just get rid of one more drink, and just go back up and grab. So we've just got an extra one there. So that'll at least get us started until we sort of get down the bottom. We can build beds with that one. Possibly have to build our first door with that one, or even the hatch cover, something along those lines. Yeah, we've got a lot. This is going to be a hard start. Okay, let's get going. Let's get in there. Embark. Preparing the map. So Dwarven Outpost, you've arrived after a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond. Okay, blah, blah, blah. What do we end up getting? Leopards. Leopards in the dunes. Now we do actually have the various trees and things in through here as well. Glumprong, which is sort of like an evil stuff. Just go and click on OK and make sure it's not running forward, which isn't. Now we do actually have, it is a dune, but I'm seeing grass underneath there. So yeah, it's not going to be completely dune. It's going to be sort of a bit sort of scrappy. When we unpause, we'll have a quick look and see if there's any others. No, nothing yet. Nothing dead or missing. That's what we have. So we've got a male and female horse. Okay, so that's of interest. And then the citizens. So the first thing we need to do is the miner and the woodcutter are going to go and pick up their equipment. We need to get our military established straight away as well. So we'll do that one initially. To do the military, if you see, you must appoint a militia commander to create a squad. So we go across to our nobles and militia commander. And in this case, we've got novice leader is the farmer, which is not what we want. So we've got the 3 peasants. Actually, we better name these before we get started, I guess. But the of the peasants, it was Nish, who was the one that we want to have as a leader from memory. So we'll just bring that one in. Actually, I'll just set these all up first, and then we'll do the naming. So we've got that one through there. Then we go to we can now create a new squad. So we'll create a new squad in through here using. We'll start with metal armor, but then we'll then have to go and change it. And this is the diamond oaks. We'll change that as well. The helmed beans. Human beans. In the undead. I like that. We'll do that. We'll go there with that one as well. The helm beans. And in fact, that looks like a helmet, doesn't it? So so we'll just go and change the colours of this one. We'll make it sort of more of a coppery sort of colour back and through there with a background that's going to be maybe a bit sort of darker orange. There we go. That'll do. Done. The helm beans. So only got one unit in here at the moment. We now go to the others. We assign position 2 to the to these in through here. So we've got the 2 peasants. So Tikud and Kogan, which we will name in just a minute. Okay, actually I should name them now, I think. So we'll come back to this in just a second. Let's go back to our group. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go across and just sort them out by whatever order they are, and then we'll just go through the list. And so it's luck of the draw, but the first one, if I just go back across, this one will be Rogue. Rogue the woodworker. Next one is, I'll just go to my list. Next one is Began, which is one of the military. Kogan, I think it's a spear dwarf. So we'll go across to here. So Began is the next one. Yep, that's a spear dwarf. The next one that we have is Momers, who is the miner, and that is going to be Supreme Plague. All right, next one in our list is Nish, who is our militia commander, and that is Adrian Sotier. There we are, the militia commander, done. I'll just see my little listing through here. Okay, next one is, and we're going to run out of these, is military. This one is Klingzog. All right. The next one, when we do this, is Toulon the farmer, and that is Click. This is also, I think, should be the leader of the expedition. I think this is yeah, it's going to help with the doctoring as well. So Click, there we are. Okay, that one's done. And lucky last is Zulban, the expedition leader. All right, so and that one is Tiny Mutant Squid. Now, sorry guys, as the others come in, I'll certainly bring them in. So, oops, different. That's not what we wanted. Where was he? That one's done. Right. So we've got those. This is actually our doctor. So Tiny Mutant Squid is the expedition leader, but also the doctor. Probably will do all of the managerial type stuff. So we've got the we've got that one set up. Now going back to here, so we've got Adrian Satir, we've got Klingzog and Began are the three guys. Now they're going to go with the metal armor. It's not exactly what we want, so we're going to have to get we're going to have to change the metal armor. And Valanis is saying it's a reanimating biome, so you just come back. We may not, because we're now going to be crushing and smashing things. So just go back to squads, click on the actual squad itself. So the first thing we want to do is change the schedule into ready rather than off duty. That way they stay basically always equipped and ready to go. So that's the first thing we want to do. And then the second thing we want to do is with their equipment is we want to go and change the details of their equipment. And so what we want to do here is uniform is not worn over clothing, it replaces clothing. And so we'll just go with that one through there, and we'll change the name of this one into metal replace. Confirm and save uniform. And so we now have metal replace. We're going to now assign metal replace to the whole squad. So this is now the squad uniform. And that's it. So they're going to now go, and we're going to put them so that they activate, and we activate. Now they may do it anyway, but if we give them an actual order to go and stand on station somewhere, like over here, they will then go and prepare themselves. So we'll get them to do that one straight away. Now we do actually, let's have a bit of a look around and see. But at the moment, it's relatively safe. So we do actually have some trees around the place. Yeah, there's dunes in through here and stuff as well. Now, if we're going to build a glass tower, I think I'll start to dig down in here, but we've only got really the one tree that's close. How big does it go? It's reasonably big. It's not too bad. Is there any other trees? There's one way over here. Oh God, it's sort of dangerous. That one up there as well. I don't think we get much tree from these cactuses. I'll see how we go. I'll chop down that one as well. So the whoever's the, I forget who the woodcutter is. Minor wood rogue. So rogue may end up in trouble here. So what we're going to do here is we're going to dig down and dig a stairwell. I think a stairwell. Eventually we're going to need to have something else, but because we're going into dunes, it's going to be difficult for us to deal with anything other than just a stair. So I think because things may collapse, so we're going to have to see what we're dealing with. So let's start with a stairwell, and we'll maybe dig the stairwell down into here. Oh, actually no, it won't matter where we do it. Let's just dig it from here, and then we just go down fairly deep, I think. Let's get it down to about, say, level 15 or so. That will just let us see what, how far do we go before we hit rock, and then we can start to sort of figure out what to do from there. So we'll start to watch what actually happens here now. We're going to let them do their thing. Okay, we're going straight through now. We've got just white sand, and that's going to continue on down. Chopping down the trees over through here with rogue. The military is all decked out and ready to go. So they're actually, if we have a quick look at the military members, they're all decked out, so they all look good. If we can have a quick look at their, back to the squads, at their equipment, everything is good. So that's actually all fine. So we've got all that happening. We just need to get down to our first layer of rock, and then we can start to sort of then work out things from there. So we'll just go back this way. See how deep. Oh, here we go. We're into rock now already at layer 37, elevation 37. Let's go down 2 more layers, and maybe what we'll do is we'll start the fortress in here. So we'll go and we'll stop what we're doing here at this level. So there's not that much sand above us, but we're going to have 3 hostiles. These are 2 humped camel corpses coming in from the north. Right. Okay. These are going to be hard. These, if they get to us, that's going to be difficult for us to contend with. So we've got a lot of work to do. We're going to need to get this wood in underground. Yes, we'll go to here, I think, and we'll just set up the first zone in here. Just go to the stairs. I'm going to get rid of all of this underneath here. We'll do this a bit differently. I just wasn't sure how far that was going to come down. So just come back up to where we've got the up-down stair. Dig. Up-down stair from there to there. At that point, what we'll do is we'll end up with a bit of a channel to here, and then we'll build an upstair into the next layer of rock, so that we can actually then block this off fairly easily. All right, so we're going to be able to do most things now in different ways. So we'll just go now and build a channel down here. Might make it 3 wide. Maybe even make it larger in some point. I'll start off. Do I want to? I'm just trying to think of how I want this to go. I'll go that way. Go that way. Do this as well. Just do a couple of rooms off to the side. Just initially. So this will be just to get us started. And yeah, there will become different dwarves. We'll just keep them on station for now. So yeah, don't fight run into the hole quickly. Well, we need to establish a location that we can actually secure. So that's the trouble we actually have. Just watch what actually happens here. He'll come up the top here. So he's just working his way through. We've got limestone. Now, the Supreme Plague, the miner. We did have another pick as well. Let's bring in one of the others as a miner as well, just so we can start to sort of do more of it. So if we go to the actual labor menu, so I'm going to keep Supreme Plague just doing all of the actual mining. So we'll just go that way. Rogue ultimately will do a lot of different things, but Tiny Mutant Squid isn't doing much. So let's make Tiny Mutant Squid a second miner at this point in time. So only the selected do the mining, which is going to be fine. Start to bring these forward. There we go. They'll both come in and just help. Now, Supreme Plague will be fast, whereas Tiny Mutant Squid won't be that quick. Now, what we need to do is we will have to go and check what we've got up the top here. I'll just let them continue doing this. One thing we need to do is to start bringing stuff down into here. Except, and this will be all. So this will be an all stockpile. Let's have a quick look and see where the hostiles actually are. Okay, they've wandered across the top there. Where's the third? Yeah, they're close together. They haven't seen us yet. So there's a bit of distance. Now, actually, with that stockpile that we're creating, one thing we're not going to want in there is rock. So we'll just go into here, go to custom, stone, and I'm just going to go none. Wood is, we have to bring wood down. That's going to be fairly important. In fact, what I might do here is, just trying to think of where we do this. I think what I'll do is I'll put some areas down into another stockpile down below this. So let's just go and dig a stairwell down in here to that location. And another one here, down into that location. All right, that'll do us. So they'll start to fill this up. A bit of hard going. Right, first area dug out. So what we'll do now is go to the workshops, stone workers workshop, and throw that one in. Let's make that one out of limestone. The 3 hostiles are still, they're wandering around in the top of the fortress, so that's still actually okay-ish. Just have to be careful. If they do sense us, they will come after us. But we have to get as much downstairs as we possibly can before anything else actually does happen. So we've chopped down this one. I think we'll just leave that one to its own devices. I might even bring down the animals to this little area here. Actually, no, it's going to be too compressed. We'll just let things develop a little bit further before we bring them in. I don't think I can. Yeah, maybe we even do it into this area here to start with. We'll just bring the animals down, so we've got them inside an area, and then we can always move them around. Great, that one's down. Next we need is a couple of hatches, so select new task, a rock hatch cover, new task, rock hatch cover. So 2 of those in through there. We just go back into the stockpile and repaint. Just make it bigger. In fact, yeah, I'll leave that there, and then what we might do is actually start to, well, I'll keep on building this little area, so we can start to build other things that we do need initially, and then we'll figure out the best way forward here. Maybe even that we actually end up coming across to another whole other area at the back end over this side. Go that way with another exit out of here, and then we'll make it into a we'll make an actual staircase down at this point in time. So so what have we got there? So I'm sorry if I'm missing a lot of the comments here, guys. So I'm just going to keep on sort of progressing through. I really want to just get the stockpile here initially set up, and then we'll sort of move with the others. One thing we're going to have to do is actually change our meeting area from the top. There's really nothing we can do until we start to dig things out, so yeah, we'll just keep these sort of coming across. Yeah, that's all okay. So we've got click the farmer. Just get these established. Now they're moving down towards where we are. Just go back down again to our fortress. Just go to F1. This layer here, I might as well make this layer F2. So I'll just bring that one across into there. Maybe even a little bit up to that one there. So if we just press H, and this will be the workshops. We may make this into other things at some other point, but F2, that'll be fine for that one. So I can go to F1 to F2 now and just develop these. We've got this one established. Now, the other thing we probably want to do is just for the security of everything, just go and get a woodworker's workshop, which is carpentry, that one there. Make that out of limestone as well. Oh, what have we got? Not enough free. That's fine. Oh, actually, I was going to make that into the animal one initially. Look, they'll get there eventually. It's just got to be careful with... Actually, I might still do that. I don't know if I can do it in around this. We need this to be a pen or pasture. If that works, we'll accept. And the animals, all of them. So they all come through. And we'll just get this stockpile coming even further down. Oops, hang on. View stockpile. Paint. Just check our hostiles. They're still up the top. They're still wandering around aimlessly, but they're leaving us alone at the moment. They're close-ish, but not yet. And we need to just keep on getting everything off this wagon. Let's go back down into here. We're still building these hatch covers. Thanks for the subscription, Tenru. Very much appreciated. Just get my sound up a little bit. This one here, just keep on painting. Finding different things in through here. This area in here, we need a mechanic as well. There's a lot of stuff we need to end up doing here. We do have some wood. What I'm going to do just to help a little bit up the top is to maybe set... Now we've got the hatch covers, I think, have been built. So we need to have a hatch cover here. So we'll just go across into construction. Doors and hatches with the hatch there. Yep, got two of them. And at the top of the fortress as well. Hatch covers, hatch. I will actually just for the future just have it so that we always do something else. That's going to allow us to then lock this if something actually does happen. I'm going to set up cage. I'm going to set up a. Initially, we want everything just brought down. I'm gonna actually auto dump a lot of the rocks that we actually have, and it's a bit cheaty at this stage because we do need the space in this stockpile to be able to do things. So it's not exactly what we want, but so ultimately we're going to end up with a big stockpile under here. But I think I think what I'll do is I'll just go and just keep on painting this one into the zones that we actually have. Oh yeah, I won't do the auto dump yet until we actually get a bit more. Mechanics we will need at some point, but we don't have to do that just yet. So now what I'm going to do is the stockpile settings allow the stone and wood. Oh, did they? Didn't I get rid of allowed wood? Got rid of stone though. So we've got that one there. I'm going to create like a stone stockpile in here, just so that we've actually got stuff ready to build. So if we go into start painting a new workshop, new area in through there, we'll accept. This will be a stone stockpile, but we're going to customize it. So metal ores none, economic ores of stones none, clay none. Anything else, yes, we'll allow. So we'll just leave that one where that is. They're way up at the top again. So that's actually fairly secure. I'm going to now release these guys from their orders, and they're going to now come down and help to empty the caravan. Let's go to F1. They'll start working now to bring things in. Now, one thing we have to do with the work orders is to make sure, so the proficient miner is the one that's actually dedicated to doing that one, which is fine. The other one is just going to do whatever he needs to do. And that's fine as well. Woodcutters, only selected to do that one, but that's not the only job that we want them to do. So that'll be fine. Okay, so we've got those all established. if that works. Oh, we need to also just dig these in. And just paint. We've just got to bring in as much as we can from up top. So I want the wood in because we are going to need the wood. So the animals are all in here at this stage, which at least they're safe-ish. So Began has become a peasant. Yeah, that's all okay. Now we've almost done all the mining that we actually had set up. I'm thinking this will probably be enough for us initially. So let's now start to look for the next things in the fortress. So let's go and dig an area. Where does that one come down? It's just going to come straight down into here. So we'll dig a zone, like just a 4x4 there, and then we'll just start to dig down. I'll dig it from here and just go down quite far. Let's see if we can find a cavern layer. All right, that'll do for the digging. So we'll just keep on going that side. Bringing things in. Let's have a quick look at the zombies. Where are they? Oh, they're still in the top. They're wandering down towards us. We'll just keep an eye on them. If they start to go off and do things, we'll need to. They still haven't seen us yet. It's getting closer though. They're just randomly wandering, following each other, following the movement. So they've wandered off. Let's have a quick look and see where we are with the wagon. Still got a fair bit of stuff on that wagon that needs to come in. Yeah, so we've got a bit there that we need to do. So it was important to go for cavern layers as cameloid resources. Yeah, it's to get a few different things. We need to get it so that these won't starve the horses, and so that's one thing. We need to find grass for them to eat. Otherwise, they'll starve. And because we're in a reanimating biome, they'll come back to life and basically they'll destroy the fort. So we have to get an area that's safe for them. Is the first thing we need to do, and we also then need to get a farming layer as well and get our farms established. And so that we have to do that with soil. So we're just going to be looking for soil as we go. I think I'll just go back to the hostiles again. Is it the back one? Yeah, they're up in the top corner again, which is fine. What the hell's that? Nothing, I don't know what that was. Just worried that I gave an order to do something up that way. So they're wandering around just aimlessly. If they wander near our guys, they will attack. But at this point in time, they're actually just not doing much. And probably the best way I can actually deal with these is to trap them. When they move quickly, it's almost like they've seen something that they're interested in. Okay, they're way at the top. Let's have a quick look down again through here. Let's just see what we've got. F2. This is now filling up a lot, so let's just go into this one here, view stockpile, and we'll just keep on painting these zones in here. Now we are digging down, and we've dug a fair way down. What have we got there? That's jet wall. Still going. Still got a fair way to go. If we get to the bottom of this layer, I'll then go and dig across and try to find, I'll just keep on building, and then we'll go back the other way and just and set another area, because that's also going to be a point of extreme danger once we actually open up the bottom. That's pretty good where we are. I'll just keep that one mining away, because we do need to get there. That is Supreme Plague, yep. Ah, here we go. Cool. We have found it. So we've now found the underground layer. If we had soil in the top of the fortress, and we don't, if we did have soil in the top of the fortress, this would now start to grow the cave moss that we see through here. I'm just going to go and click on OK and then pause, because we now have a lot of work to do. We now need to secure this area. So, and there's water here. Yes, there is. Okay, cool. So we've found water. We've found soil. When we come back up, this is, we've got a layer there. So how high does this go? I'm just coming back up through the layers. We've got a bit of height there, bit of height there, and that's it. So layer 29 is the last of the safe layers where we actually had that jet. So now we've still only got 3 hostiles, so there's no hostiles on this layer just yet. Now the thing we need to do here is we need to block this off as fast as we possibly can. We just need a little usable area, and we're lucky because we've found an area with just 1 layer. Oh, what have we got here? These are rodent woman spearmen. If we have a look at them, they're not hostile. Poor social awareness. I don't think they're hostile. Otherwise, they'd show up in here. So they may not. They may come and just take our stuff. In which case, they become hostile. Now, the first thing we need to probably do is secure this. As in, literally just block it off until we can deal with it. So to do that, we're going to have to dig out of here, and then. So I'll just mine this one because we've got no real easy way of doing this. Do that. Okay, then we have to put a piece of wood there to start with. So we just go into constructions, walls. Piece of glumprong lob. In fact, we need to do one there as well. Let's just go with those. But I'm just going to suspend this one to start with until we actually get this one built. And that way we can then block this one off. So that will be the start of where we find things. So Sever's saying a new colony? Yes, it is. Yeah. So we've got the still got the 3 hostiles essentially. But let's watch what happens down here with these creatures. They're not really active. They're not doing much. We might just keep them on the other side if they don't move around too much. Check out our hostiles again. They're still in the north. F1. We're starting to get less things on the wagon now. This is good. So we're bringing more and more stuff inside. Let's just go back down. Yeah, we've still got some space in here now. I think I can almost actually, with what we're doing there, we're just going to go back into here now and start to dig out the big storage areas. On either side of these areas here, through here, and we can make use of these initially just for emergency, all sorts of things really. But this will mainly be for bringing things down, just until we get established. So now the one thing we're going to need to start to do as well is to build rock blocks, so we can actually very quickly do what we have to do down in the bottom of the fortress. So we'll start to we'll dig that area out. Yes, Sever's redeemed. We won't be an ex-dwarf. We're just going to be using crush weapons in this particular run. This is an extremely dangerous run. So we'll just keep them where they are. Yeah, I won't bother starting building the blocks yet. I still want them to focus on bringing everything in from outside. We have a quick look at the tasks. They're all just storing items, which is ideal. So that's actually fine. Let's just go back up the top, F1. More wood. Yep, we're getting more wood from up there as well. A little bit dangerous. I'm going to leave the wagon up here for now. Let's have a look and see where these hostiles are. They're coming down towards us. They're not far away. Store item. He's hauling the Sarago. Is he got it? Yeah, he does. Now, they're not that far. All right, that's now getting a bit too close for comfort. Okay, so let's get it back inside now. So to get everyone inside, the reason that they might even hover around out here is because they're meeting. This is our meeting area, the wagon. So we need to change that immediately, and we'll just put a meeting area. Might as well do it in here. So we'll have this as our meeting zone. So we just need to create. When we create the meeting zone, that then replaces our first meeting zone. So that replaces the wagon. So we just need to have one somewhere in the fortress. So yeah, what's the command to show hostiles in DFHack? Just there automatically. It's now just part of DFHack, which is fantastic. God, it's good. We're still running out of stuff. Now, the thing we're going to need to do here is we need to establish where it's safe in our fortress for our guys to operate. And if I press Control, yeah, I can actually filter this one back out. I'll just go 1, 2, 3. It doesn't show me the actual. I'll just go to zoom out to this like this, and we'll set up the safe zone. So we're just going to go across into here. So we're going to add a new burrow, and we'll start to build these. I can flood fill it, but I'll just do a big area, just because I'm likely to build more of this. So this zone in here is considered safe. Probably end up with a lot more here actually. Next zone, all of that will be considered safe. This will not be safe. The next zone down, the whole lot will be safe. So I can do multiple Z layers now, so I might as well. She's not doing it multiple Z layers. That's interesting. I think it's because I've zoomed in. This then we end up with more problems. So we end up with just a small amount in through here. Even smaller. Yeah, that would be okay. Way smaller. And just those two there. I think it tells you what the actual, I think that's the original zoom that we had before. So Testicles is saying it has redeemed a thing, and Adrian saying, yeah, wait your turn when we die. Yes, there will be deaths, I'm sure of it. So with this one through here, we just need to make sure that this one is accessible. Actually, we've already done this one by the looks, so I'll just have a quick look, but let's go and change the symbol. Just do a plus, meaning it's okay, and we'll change that to a bit more of a brighter green, and the background we'll make a dull green. So that will be safe zone. Now, why did that not change to safe zone? I'll just go and accept that. This will be safe. And what we can do is we can just tell the dwarves, hey, you're not allowed outside anymore. So anything that's out there is just going to have to stay out there. So let's now, yeah, we've got this one done. Let's resume construction there just to stop that from happening. We might end up creating like a door or something just to sort of really control this zone, or we may ditch that entirely and come back up one of these other areas and have a look to see what we've got. Like for example, that there is quite good as a big flat open area as well that we could control. So we may just do it with that one there. So this will possibly be where we go next. Yep, so we'll go and ditch all that stuff. 3 hostiles that we have. So with the safe zone that we now actually have established, they're now just getting too close for comfort. They're very, very close. So we now need to, and what are these guys doing? They've got no job. So they've got nothing for them to do. So that's why they're hanging around here. So we're just now going to go and tell them to click on to configure the civilian alert. We need to have safe zone is going to be where the alert will be, and so we activate the civilian alert. And so now it's sort of been deemed too dangerous to be outside. they'll all run inside. There shouldn't be anyone else outside here. And really with those here, I'm just going to go and lock this. They won't be able to get through there. So everyone will now rush down through this sort of sand area and then back down into here. Ultimately, I'll be able to lock this as well. So we now have this zone. Let's have a look and see. We're starting to sort of build areas into here as well. We need to start now working. So we're going to add new task. And we're going to be building lots of rock blocks. I don't think I can do work orders yet. No, I need a manager before I can do that. So I'll grab those. I'm just going to come across to here. We're going to add a new task and we're going to make some beds. Just 3 beds will do. So we get those established. And that will do. And ultimately this staircase will be wider than what we have, but it's going to be useful to have this big open area. So I'm just going to let them keep on building that. It just means we can just really focus on just these 2 at this stage. So it's now fairly comfortable. Let's just let everything sort of just keep on working. So we'll just go down to the bottom of the cavern layer now and just make doubly sure that that's all been fixed up. Yeah, that's been fixed up. And we did keep on building, we kept on digging even further down to an area that's also safe, actually. So we've now gotten further into here. That's going to be difficult for us to sort of to build in here until we sort of start to really fix things up properly. We're going to have to get out here. This is actually now our next critical area. So I'm just going to go and build a more stairs up to the top. There we are. So we get downstairs there, then up downstairs until we get to this bottom layer. And then we're going to need to have an exit out. And this then goes down into this layer. Let's just see what we can isolate with, you know, if we, what's the easiest way for us to block this stuff off? If we blocked, for example, through here, okay, I can even get a picture of what's going to happen through here. This is all now to open out through this other side, but it's all just one layer. So if I happen to block off, say there, and then across to there, that would then block that area off. As I come back up, that then continues on down through there. So if I then blocked off, so that all goes down. So we're blocked there. We block that off. That then keeps that under control. So that then blocks, that then contains all of this. Then up through this side, we don't have any downs there, so we just go back up again into this zone, which is now just one layer. So at that point, we've actually then secured all of this. Not that we need it so much. Or do we ignore that entirely and not worry about trying to block this off and literally just block stuff off up in here? Well, actually, both of those, if we block that off, we block all of this off. So that there is just a single access point. We've got an interesting one through here as well. Where does that one go? That one also goes up. That's interesting, actually. By blocking that and that, we end up controlling all of this. That's not bad at all. Actually, no, sorry, we need to control that. We need to block there and we need to block in here. So I think we'd bite the bullet and start to get this one ready, actually. Can you dam or drain water to change the level of water? Yeah, it depends on if it drains off the map. And so if this is a lake, which it looks like it is actually, it looks like there's no way out for this water. This is a finite source of water. If it was bleeding off the map, it would be infinite. But this is a good water. This will keep us going for a long, long period of time. We can do a lot with this water. In fact, that makes this layer even more important. Yeah, this is actually going to be even more important now. I'm going to need to do something with this. Let's come back here. We do need a water source, actually. We do need the water source. See, what we can do is actually have a well that comes up or down from here. So we can actually have a well that actually goes all the way down to this location. But it's open, which is a problem. So we probably need to actually do something down in here, which we can do. So we can create another well somewhere else. So we might have a look at that one, actually, and just... yeah, we'll have to try to figure that one out. That's going to be something that's going to be fairly important. We do fairly early as well. But at this stage, let's keep on developing this particular layer. This will become a fairly important central part of our fortress. And we could definitely take it off that side. If I did that, what I might do is just get everything ready. So I'll dig that into there to start with, and then we'll put our blocks down in here. So once that's actually been done. Again, there's no screaming rush that we do this until these horses start to starve. We'll sort of get around it. It's still only mid-spring. So let's go and look at the hostiles. Where are they? So they're now wandering off again. Wandering off to the north. All right, that's now safe enough for us to clear the civilian alert and to unlock this top area. Make it passable again. This is now completely full. And I'm going to just create another all stockpile. I might as well do it here, I guess. Accept all, and we're just going to go to custom and not have stone. Everything else will allow. That way they'll still keep on starting to bring... I don't know if I can bridge that across there. I think I can. Yeah, I can. So they'll start to go back up the top here again and pick up more bits and pieces, which will be good. Just watch what happens. Grab that wood. Okay, that's now safe up. No, there's still one more there. Get all the stuff, guys. Get all the stuff. Yep, they're up in the north. Just keep an eye on them. Oh, they're leaving. They're leaving, I think. I think they've gone. Yeah, they've gone. All right, so we can now do whatever we wanted to do on the... Actually, we've still got one more hostile. Oh, which is just a weasel corpse which has wandered in. Now, the weasel corpse is not going to be a problem for us. I mean, it can hurt normal dwarves, but our military dwarves will be able to deal with that one if we have to. So we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to ignore it. Because wood's still going to be difficult for us, we've still got a fair bit of stuff in through here that we need to bring in. Let's just go back down the bottom again, F2. And we will just go and just keep on repainting this area. We're building more and more blocks. I'm just going to add a new task to build a wooden bin, maybe even a couple. We now have beds that we've now built as well. So let's go and create a very quick little dormitory just in this corner. That way, at least the dwarves have got somewhere to sleep. So, And then we'll eventually sort of change all this stuff, but we'll just go into here, furniture, bed. We've got 3 beds. That'll do, and in this instance just go to a zone and just a dormitory. Right, that's done. You've got malachite there. What does malachite give us? Oh, copper. Okay, so we've got copper in through here. We'll have to look and see what sort of industries we can set up at some point. So the dwarves will now at least have somewhere to sleep. Everyone's pretty happy, actually. It's been a fairly clean start for us. Yeah, that's wandering around at the top. Not really an issue. Looks like we've actually got nearly everything in from outside now. I'm going to pull the wagon apart to get the wood from that as well. Just because wood's going to be sort of so rare. Anything I can build out of other things I will. But in the case of bins, it's best for us to just use wooden bins. And the blocks, you can see that we're getting limestone blocks in through this other side as well. Just keep on adding more and more tasks to get the rock blocks. All right, just go down to the bottom of the fortress again, down to this zone. Yeah, they haven't started down here yet. Okay, we'll just leave that one where that is. Thanks for the subscription there, Huabub. It's now the snow is just gone. It's now mid-spring. This weasel corpse is so there's a bit of scrub on the ground here. It's not terrible. All right, we'll just go to back to F1. So this is our starting point. We don't have to do anything really properly up through here for quite some time. We'll just keep on watching while they sort of build all this. And this stockpile eventually we'll get rid of and then sort of change it into more useful things for us. But initially that will be helpful. Here we go. Great, Supreme Plague is now going down the bottom, which is sort of where we want him. Let's have a quick look up the top. All right, everything is now gone. So we've only got rubbish outside, like the gloves and things like this. I think I'm just going to lock this now. Don't think anyone else is outside. There's no reason to be outside. So we'll just forbid that for a little while. Actually, that's the hostile. Yeah, it's a fair way away. I mean, we could smash it, just so we don't have to even think about it. But look, I'll leave everything open. I'll leave it open for now. Again, that one's not going to really worry us too much. It was just those camels could destroy the fortress. 20 mutant squid is expedition leader again, so that's fine. F2, and yeah, we'll let these continue on. Good, getting down into here now. I was saying the military are each has something to do. Actually, they've probably got nothing else to do. But let's go and do it. Let's go and get the military out and about. So we'll go and give them a kill order for this weasel. Actually, that's not it. Confirm. All right. So we actually now have that one done. We'll just go and watch as they come on up through the middle, through here. Here they come. 2 of them. So we've got Adrian Sotir and we've got Klingzog. Just follow them down and watch. This one really won't last long. Why has he stopped? It's caught in the... Oh, hang on. Now we have to be careful. It's only rain. That's okay. That's okay. It's nothing weird. Where's that thing gone? There it is. It should attack us when it sees us. Where's the guys? Oh, a wren. That's nothing. The wren is sort of like vermin. Here they come. Now, Adrian Sotir is unconscious, sleeping. You don't do that. You don't do that there. Began's sleeping. What are they all doing? Adrian Sotir, where are you? Sleeping. They're all sleeping. Jeez. All right. Well, the weasel has now seen Adrian. Will Adrian wake up in time? I don't know. That's crazy. I can activate the civilian alert. Maybe that will wake him up. Let's give that a go. Nope. All right. He's still unconscious. This is actually... This is where they will actually sleep for a long period of time. This weasel's going to be chomping away on him. Look at his health. We'll start to see. So the weasel bites the militia commander in the head, but the attack is deflected by the copper helm. It latches on firmly. The helm is sort of doing things. He's pulling on the neck. It's going to do damage here. Like, this is actually going to do a lot of damage unless he wakes up. One of the others has to wake up. I've had this happen before. It's almost like a bug that they do this. I don't know what we can do about this. Oh, Klingzog is awake. So, go back to squads. Still got to kill the weasel corpse. How far away are you from the weasel corpse? It's over here somewhere, I think. Hopefully not too far. Is Began asleep? It's Klingzog. I'm losing track of what's actually up here. So Silas is saying it's rain. Is it a rain thing? Rain and evil biomes can have syndromes. It can, but it was just said rain. It didn't say anything special about the rain. And that I was thinking that as well. Exactly the same thing. That it was actually a sleeping rain type thing. But it's but yeah, there's nothing. Like, I mean, we can have a look. Let's just find Klingzog to start with. That's not that far away, I don't think. So it's over there. Where's our hostile? Above. So Klingzog is here. So I can't see him at all. There he is. So he's going to have to come back up. If we have a quick look and see what his items. Got just water covering him. Have a look at the events. Gee, where are the events? I'm not sure where they are, but anyway, let's just watch the weasel attack Adrian. Come on, Klingzog. There we go. So Adrian is still unconscious, having a snooze. Description. Yeah, there's no problem here. So even with all of that fighting going on, if we have a quick look at so if you have a look at Klingzog's fight, basically he just walks up and smashes it in the head. with the copper wall hammer. The injured part is crushed, and that's it. That's the end of the. That was it. Just to wander in and do it. Adrian, with these little things, they don't really do much, but you can see how much pulling on the neck, but he's not enough for him to wake up. But I don't even think they wake up anyway, to be honest. So it's just it was just gnawing away on its helmet. So I was saying the military operation is not quite a well-oiled machine. No, it's not. I want to die from a dragon, not this one. Just what something and goes bed. Oh no, it's weird. We've got Began out through here as well. They're both asleep. Anyway, these guys will now wander back in when this one eventually wakes up. All right, we're just going to go back down to the bottom of the fortress again. At this point, I'm now going to create another stockpile, and this stockpile is going to be for blocks. Oops, hang on, where are we? Accept, and so this will be bars and blocks, custom. And so we don't want metal bars, so none of those. Other material, we don't want those. Stone and clay we do, metal we don't. Oh, this is block, sorry, and then other materials we don't want that either. Stone and clay through here. Yeah, pretty much anything for any blocks that we end up getting will be fine. So we'll just end up sort of starting to create this one in through this other side. We've got a few other things we need to establish fairly soon, and when I get the blocks here, I'll start to sort of just wait for things to happen. Let's just unpause and let things sort of develop. Come on, guys, get to work. Okay, human spearman is visiting. He'll want to go and start to explore these. I might allow that, I think, just to sort of so we can sort of wander around. But let's finish all this off first. I'll just go and dig this one up now into this zone. In actual fact, that's not really where I want this to go. I'm going to keep digging all the way up, and we'll block one end off. End up with a 3x3 there with an exit out there, and we'll put a drawbridge in here ultimately in the long term, and we'll also just close that off there. Oops. So we put a door there as well. I think everyone's just asleep. Got a lot of no jobs. Oh, you know what it is? It's because I've still got the blocks. In here, custom, we want to go to blocks. Bars and blocks, none in that instance. And then when we come down into here as well. Custom, bars and blocks, none. Yeah, that way they'll start to bring the blocks down to the bottom. We've got a bit of wood in here. We will be able to eventually get more wood, but yeah, let's not sort of rush doing that just yet. Still trying to sort of dig all this area out. So we should now see them start to bring the blocks downstairs. In fact, I think what I might do here is remove this stockpile completely, and that way it's at least it's inside. That's all we had to do. So we'll do that, and we do need to secure everything down the bottom. This petition I'm going to allow. I'm thinking. So yeah, Istro. So we'll allow that one to operate from here. Probably will end up dying fairly quickly. So we have to be a bit careful because we're going to then need to secure things. Actually, what we better do is just come back up into here, add new task, and make a rock door. make a few of them. And we'll start to sort of manage things again fairly. Oh, the horses are now starting to starve. So this is now becoming a problem. What we'll do is we've got all this happening. We really need to focus now on the bottom. So I'm just going to go across into my dig menu. I'm just going to close off this one through here. I'm going to change this to change it so that it becomes a planning mode. And we'll come back and fix that up afterwards. That will then force the miner to go down to the bottom and start to just finish off this area through here. So morning, okay. So if you remove the monster hunter labor, he won't die and will help out somewhat. Will he? I don't know that they worked like that. I thought that they only did what they were going to do. I'm going to block this off. Oh, 7 hostiles. Where are they? Camels. Everywhere. All right, so they're all up above. And they're a little way away, but let's actually not tempt fate. And we'll just go and seal the fortress. No one's outside at this stage. So we'll just go and forbid that. So nobody... Oh, this is Istro, the Monster Slayer. Well, you're outside. You'll have to fight your monsters out here. I'll keep it up here. That hopefully it'll then find those and we'll end up with a bit of carnage with this particular one. So we'll just keep on going back down to the bottom and deal with this next layer. The group of citizens are stranded. That's fine. We don't need that. I'm just going to block this area off. So I'm just going to quickly go in with constructions, walls, and I'll just use shale that's right next to us. Now this should be bringing the blocks down. Okay. Ah, there we go. There should be bins as well. There we go, I've done that one. More blocks. In that case, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go and set this to, if they're not going to be using bins. Now we'll have a, oh hang on, that's the wrong thing. Just get rid of that. Yep, so that'll do. I'll just leave that one where that is. Okay, so we're actually out here now. While they bring the blocks down, we'll start to sort of just isolate the different zones. Now this area is zoned off, goes all the way up to there, and then goes further down, then further down again. So we do have a big-ish area there if we need it. It does go up a few Z layers, but so no, that's going to be difficult for us to control. So let's just concentrate on this one little layer that we actually have. So constructions, walls. And we'll just use limestone blocks. Let's double check the size. Yeah, there's nothing else really there that's about as good as it's going to be. So that comes through there. These extend down. They all extend. That one hang on, will that, if that's, I'm going to need to block those off. I was just thinking if I block that off, I then get this, which is actually better if I do this. I'll do it that way, and we'll just go and cancel all of these. Now that one goes down to nothing, so that's actually okay. That then extends then across into here, so if I block this off, I've then blocked all of that off. So that's just a limestone block. And then we just got a little bit down here as well, so that just need to block that off. And we don't have a real lot of wood, so we really can't be using wood for this. So we'll just go and get the limestone blocks in through there as well. I'm using blocks because they're so quick to use. As in to move around. Limestone blocks there. And then we really just need to finish this off here. So I've only got one more limestone block. I do have lots of limestone. I might just... Actually, no. Yeah, I've only got one of those. So we'll go with a piece of limestone as well. So that then locks off those, but not this. That then keeps that sort of coming down through here. But with those there, we do have this one here that we have to block off. Although I can just block them off in here. Let's go into this one. Shard is close, I'll just use that. And I can either... That gets both of those areas. It's just this one here is the only other weakness that we actually have. Piece of shale there as well. Okay, that should block us off completely. That should make this one extremely safe. Now, while we've got such nice, open terrain and all this sort of stuff, but we don't really have very many trees that are growing anywhere. So we'll make our farm in nice and close. So we'll get that started with the workshops. And I'll make them relatively small, like the actual farm plots, but I'll end up where we can sort of get like a fair few of them. So if we just go across into farm plots, that should all be okay there. Maybe 4x2s, yeah, that'll do. That's going to be heaps. This is the best soil as well, so we'll end up getting that one done. Oh, here we go. Now, this is interesting. We've got, see how it says a two-pumped camel, a BMO, is fighting? Now, it's got a name, which means it's killed something, and I'm thinking it's killed Istro. Let's have a look and see what happened here. So we'll see. We'll have a look and see from Istro's perspective. Yeah, help save me. Okay, so we'll just watch with some interest what's actually happened up the top here. So it's just on the outside here. So we did lock this at the right time. It's still saying one citizen is stranded, which is... Oh! Click is stranded. What the hell are you doing out there? What on earth were you doing out there? Uh-oh, Click. You're in trouble here. Maybe having a bit of a sleep. Without anyone realising you're trying to attend a meeting. Okay, well, can you make a run for it? That's going to be the thing. We dare not open the fortress until all these are well away. So we've got that first lot of attacks that went in. Let's have a quick look at it from the so this perspective in through here. Attacks the human spearman, but she jumps away, misses a human spearman. kicks the human spearman in the left upper arm. Yep. So and you'll see with right foot bruising the muscle. That's actually not too bad. Strikes blocked with the wooden shield. Attacks the human spearman, but she scrambles away. Shot is blocked. Yep, that's okay. Save me. She's not getting anything in at all. Yeah, kicks the human spearman in the right lower leg, and the part explodes into gore. So, yeah, these are monstrously big. Gives into the pain and then basically bleeds to death. Now, it did actually kick the human spearman in the head with the right front foot, and the injured part collapses. That means it probably won't come back as a zombie. You've got the mangled corpse. I'm thinking we won't have a zombie there. But these are all over the place. Now I've got a taste for blood. I'm going to have to look at Click. Where is Click? The farmer. We need the farmer. We need the farmer. I could dig back up somewhere else. There's a bit of water up there. What were you doing? Was it fishing maybe? I didn't turn fishing off. Hunting? Just go. Yeah, so hunting, nobody should do this. Fishing, nobody should do this. Yeah, Click is a fisherman. Do not fish, Click. We don't want anyone fishing. That's why we normally turn them off. I think we're going to have to make a run for it. Run past these and just hope that these are a bit slower than we are. I'm going to do it now. Now, we've got a problem here because this one's behind. If I open this one up, and we'll just very quickly see what's going to happen in here. So we may have, we'll see if we can get Click to run past the other things. We're just going to go and open up and activate the civilian alert. And we'll watch Click, I think. What we'll do is we'll focus on Click. Oh, he's going to have to run. Where is he? Down in here somewhere, isn't it? There. Okay, you need to attend this meeting. It's running. I'll just do it little bit by little bit. It's running towards, actually what we should be doing is looking over here. Let's make sure that these don't go down this way. I thought for a minute that was them. What I'm going to do, okay, let's sort the 7 hostiles. I'm just going to go down to the bottom of the fortress. I'm going to give that a designation. So I'll make this one say F6 or something like this for what we're doing now. There's been some problems with allocating some of these by the sounds of things. Yeah, both of these for whatever reason. I'll just go resume construction. I'm not sure what happened there. We need to look at those little warnings that do come through. Okay, so that's actually happening. That's all good. Let's have a quick drink. One thing I better do as well is bring the animals down. So we do have that zone there. Yeah, that's okay. I'll just create another zone. So this will be the pen or pasture. Relatively big size, except that one. Bring the horses down who are starting to starve. So once we get these walled off, we should be okay. All right, let's go back up the top again. And we'll just watch where Click actually is. Click should be now coming through here somewhere. But it's hard to see with the patterning of all of this. Where's Click? I thought Click had made it onto this top area. It went that high. Over here, you're not that far away. we've got the camels here intercepting. So Click is going to have to dodge out of the way. And was Click I think we gave Click a little bit of dodging, yeah, novice dodger. Hopefully that will be enough to zip on past. Where's the entrance? Still got a long way to go. Still got more of them to go past as well. Really got to make sure that, yeah, they're all over the place. They've got him surrounded. Got to make a run for it. Where's the entrance? Keep on losing everything. F1, that's the entrance there. So he's got to get to there. And he is here. Come on, run, 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 run. Run. Got the fights going on. Click is fighting. Jumping away. See how he's dodging? This is why we wanted to dodge. But he has to keep on running. Come on, get inside. The dodging is slowing it down. Now, just make sure there's none of them got inside. Yep, they didn't. They ignored that. I think Click's dead. I dare not bring out the military for this. He's just somehow got to keep on dodging and getting away. So we've now got 2 camels that are now after him. Dodging, dodging. Kicks the karma in the right lower leg. So bruising the fat. He's still okay, he's still okay. It's just a bruise. He's doesn't have very far to go, you know. Doesn't have very far. Come on. Oh, now we're seeing blood. Now he's gone. He's gone. Okay, once we see blood, that's the end of it. He's nauseous. He's on the ground as well. We can see little drop downs. Let's have a look and see. Health wise, he can't. Yeah, he's gone. Okay, he's dead. Farewell, Click. That was our farmer. That was our farmer. Damn it. Okay, so we'll just go with. Let's lock the door now. These camels are too close. And yeah, it was a valiant run. Yeah, really couldn't do much. So if he does get away, though, his dodging skill is going to be mint. Well, he's not going to get away now. If we have a look and see what's actually happened to him. So he's jumping all the way through here. Charges at farmer, collides, tumbles backwards. He stands back up again. He jumps away again. Charges at the farmer, but he jumps out of the way. Farmer stands up. He collides with one of them. They're keeping on jumping. He jumps away again. So he just keeps on jumping, but this is the dodging ability. Tumbles backwards. He stands up, and then they get him. So the two-humped camel kicks the farmer in the left foot, and the injured part explodes into gore. Artery's been opened. It twists the left ankle, so he can no longer move anywhere near as fast. He falls over, so it then kicks him in the upper leg, bruising the skin. He's no longer stunned, but he can't do much. So he stands back up again, and it keeps on kicking him, but he can't move away now, so he can't dodge. He looks sick. He's basically dead. So we'll just let it roll itself out. Sorry, Click. You can say your farewells before you get banned. There he is. He's dead. Now, is he mangled? Yes, it is. So he may not come back to life. He may not come back to life. So in this case, Click is our first one out. There we go. So Click is gone, unfortunately. And that was something that we did want to sort of have in the... I'll just clear the civilian alert now that that's actually happened. Yeah, what a shame. What a shame. So, sorry, Click, but you are out of here. I'll just do the ban. There we go. So pray for my resurrection, says Click. Well, we pray. Well, it won't matter much. We will be able to handle that one. So Click is done. That's all gone. Now we've got we can't do the stuff in the bottom of the fortress. So was that F6, F5? I didn't do it in the end. F2, and I'll just go back down to the bottom and deal with all of this. So we've opened this one back up again, which means that they should be able to now start to operate down in here again. But this is, need to resume construction of these. So this all needs to be part of our actual safe zone. And so I didn't actually do this. Across that way we can, this will ultimately be safe zone at this stage. I'm sort of confident that we'll be able to get this one established. Yep, that should be fine. Okay, so that will then, we've cleared it anyway, but just for the future. Hi Sabosco, how are you going? Yep, it was quick. So Adrian's saying, what a mistake not to turn off the fishing. Yes, I know. That was entirely my fault. So that wasn't good. It was not good. So we've got the, so that one's in through there. Anyway, let's continue on. To get all these different walls built. And we have locked the outside while all of those camels are on the map. They've had a few kills up top now. Only got 6 dwarves, so that makes life hard trying to build everything. And they can move quickly with the blocks. There we go. The horses are now making their way through. It's all good. What happened to the rat people? They're still down there. I've left them alone. Actually, what we're going to do here is we've got quarry bushes, dimple cups. We don't want that. Leave fallow for now. Plump helmets is fine. Sweet pods. Yeah, dimple cups we're just not going to bother growing. So I'll put double plump helmets on that one. In summer, in this back one, we'll go cave wheat, autumn, cave wheat, and winter plump helmets. So we'll just try that way. This one here, we've got spring is quarry bushes. Summer will be, I do need to have like a pigtails one that we're going to keep sort of going all year round. I'll just go quarry bushes here though. Quarry bushes and winter, nothing. I mean, we're going to run out of plump helmets, but I'll leave it with plump helmets. This one here was plump helmets, summer, plump helmets, autumn, plump helmets, winter, plump helmets. Now this one here is sweet pods, pigtails, plump helmets. And we do need to actually have one that's just doing pigtails as much as we possibly can for the for clothing. So we'll set up another one as well, a 5th. Maybe even just in here. That will do. There we go. We've got a thing down in here. Now we don't actually need it down here as much as we had before. We'll deal with that in just a minute. We'll just go with the in this case, the workshops, farm plot, and we'll dig that one there. Because we've got that, we can essentially just make this into a much smaller location. That'll do. Now we've got the bin, we're going to be able to get a lot of blocks in there. Yep, so Istro has been missing. I wonder where Istro is. So we'll just go back up the top and just make sure that they're not coming back to life. Yep, no, they're still down. I think that because they got mangled, because they did such a thorough job, there's just no real... I keep on forgetting to make that an F6 or something. I'll just go down and do that. So I'll just make this zone in here. I'll just go to H, go to F6, farms, and center that one. Okay. Actually, looking at the time, guys, I'm actually going to have to get going. So I'll leave it here, but we'll be back next Friday to continue on. We'll keep on playing other games. This will be the start of our fortress down in here. We've had a pretty easy start yet again, to be honest. This is the one I'm recording for YouTube was so much more difficult. But anyway, it's still early days. It's only still in spring. We've only done, 3 months. So still got a little way to go. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching, and be back next Friday, I think, to keep things going. So we'll sort of see how we go.